Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. Today is block number 5 in our 2026 Sew With Me series. So we're 5 blocks in now. I hope you are all enjoying our sew along this year. We are combining the Candy Cane Lane sew along with the 2026 Sew With Me series. So the blocks aren't a mystery this year, but they're still a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are learning something new as we sew along together. So today's block is sort of a traditional Three Sisters style block. We're going to be doing 8 at a time half square triangles, and then I'm going to be showing you how to nest the seams on this block so everything goes together really well and your block is nice and flat. You can change up the colors on this block as much as you want. In today's video, you're going to see the Christmas version of that, but I will also be showing you my patriotic version at the end of the video so you can see how I've swapped out those colors. And then of course, I'll be sharing my stitchy progress with you as well. All right, let's go ahead and dive into today's tutorial. So we are going to be making our 8 at a time half square triangles again. We've done this in a previous block, but I'll show you again. So we're taking our B and G squares, we're placing them right sides together. On the back of the B square, I'm just going to draw a diagonal line from corner to corner. These are going to be my guidelines for my stitching. And we're going to sew 1/4 of an inch on both sides of our drawn diagonal line. When we come back, I'll show you how to trim it up into 8 half square triangles. I also wanted to mention that since we're going to be trimming on the bias, I did pre-starch my pieces using my acorn spray. It's really easy to use. I just spray it on my fabric and then press it till it's dry, and then it gives really nice structure, especially when you're cutting on the bias. All right, here's our piece. I've sewn 1/4 of an inch away on both sides of our drawn diagonal lines, and then we're going to take our ruler and we're going to trim right along that line. I'm going to try not to move anything and just replace my ruler so I can trim on the opposite diagonal. And then now we're going to trim vertically and horizontally in half. And again, horizontally. And that's going to give us 8 half square triangles. As you can see, perfect. All we need to do is go and press these. I'm going to be pressing all of mine towards the dark. All right, and here they are, and now we just need to trim these up per the instructions in our pattern. Now I've given quite a bit of leeway on these just because these can get a little bit wonky when you are sewing 8 at a time, and so I gave myself plenty of room to trim these up. So when I'm trimming, I will line up my diagonal line on my ruler along my seam line, and then whatever place I'm going to cut them to, I'll just use that line as my guide, just like that. And then I just need to finish trimming up the rest of these. All right, so here's all of our half square triangles. I've trimmed them all up, and now we just need to assemble our corner units. So we're going to take an A square, one of our half square triangles. We're going to take an F square and another one of our half square triangles. And then I'll just sew those rows together. We'll sew the top row and the bottom row together, and then we'll just sew those units together to make our corner units. And we just need to make 4 of those. All right, here's all of our corner units made, and then I just need to trim those up. Oh, I sewed one wrong. Okay, so we've got all of our corner units done, all going the right way. So next we can work on our E and C units. So we're just going to grab the E and C, and we're just going to sew them together along the short side. So we're just going to sew all of those E and C units together using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and we need 4 of those. And I went ahead and just chain piece, so I just need to trim those apart. So we've got our 4 units there, and now we're ready to assemble our block. I'm going to take my corner units and just set those out first, and then we're just going to place our EC units just like that. And if I'd been paying attention, I could have cut them. I did use directional fabric. And then we're going to place the D right in the middle. We're going to sew rows 1, 2, and 3 together. We'll come back and sew those together to complete our block. All right, and here is our block. We just need to trim it up. And here is our finished block number 5. And then here's my 12-inch version in my red, white, and blue colorway. I think this quilt is going to be really cute when it's done. I can't wait to see all the red, white, and blue blocks come together. All right, so here's my stitching progress for block number 5 in our sew along this year. I think this is turning out really cute. You'll notice I'm doing the medallion style version of the stitchy piece so that it matches my medallion style quilt. This is the paid version of the pattern, but you do not have to purchase this. If you would like, you can just do the free pattern that is releasing here on YouTube. All the blocks are the same, just the layout is different. So the layout's going to match the layout for the basic finishing for the quilt version that we're making here on YouTube. So the medallion style quilt and medallion style cross stitch are both paid patterns. And if you do the paid pattern, you actually get both layouts for the stitchy. You get individual charts for each one. If you'd like to do like little ornaments, you get the whole medallion style finishing, and then you get the basic finishing as well. So you get several different patterns in that paid version, but you definitely don't have to do that. You could stick with the free one here on YouTube if you wanted. The medallion style finishes at 8x8. The basic layout finishing finishes at 6x8 as long as you're doing it on the 14 count Aida. I am using Witchell Beautiful Beige for my background, and then of course the patriotic colors, but you could do this in any colorway that you like. Anyway, here is my stitchy progress for blocks 1 through 5. All right, guys, that's it for block number 5 in our Sew With Me series for 2026. I hope you're enjoying these videos. As always, if you have any questions about this, please revert back to video number 1. It has all the housekeeping information in there. And then don't forget to click the link to the blog post right below this video. If you click show more, you can get to my blog post. It has links for all your free PDF downloads. It also has fabric requirements, floss requirements, and all of those kind of housekeeping things there as well. And then, of course, make sure to join me in my Sew With Me group on Facebook as well. That's where everyone's sharing their progress and sewing along together. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are enjoying this sew along and learning something new, and I will see you in the next video. And then here is my 12, oh, I got threads everywhere. Let's get those off.